You know we love Quince for their cashmere and their elegant home staples. But with the holidays right around the corner, we've been looking to Quince for their holiday collection and gifts as well. Quince has the luxe little touches that make our spaces feel special. For example, I just purchased 2 balsam candles by Quince. The balsam candle has the holiday scent of winter pine. All the candles at Quince are hand-poured in the USA, made of 100% natural wax, have clean burning wicks, and come in recyclable glass vessels. Perfect for you and perfect to gift. Just like their apparel, Quince home pieces are from premium materials but priced at half the cost of similar luxury brands. By working directly with trusted factories that follow safe, ethical practices, Quince skips the middleman, so comfort and luxe come without the markup. I can't wait to light up these balsam candles. And I'm saying candles because I'm probably going to keep both of them. I'll just get some more for gifts. Give the gift of cozy to yourself or someone else with thoughtful home essentials this season from Quince. Go to quince.com/GTT for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, max out your savings. The more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on any smart bed with base. Limited time. Check it out at a Sleep Number store near you or at sleepnumber.com today.
You're not going to believe what's back. Hi, I'm Anita Joyce here with Kelly Wilkness, and this is Decorating Tips and Tricks. We are talking trends today, and we've got some surprising things that are back. Were you shocked, Kelly?
I was. I'm reeling a little bit, actually. We're going to talk about the trends of 2026, many of which are things that we absolutely love and some things that have continued over. And I know Anita has talked to you and me and all of us about the fact that trends usually just don't pop on the scene and then go away. They kind of come and they percolate. Am I right, Anita? I don't want to be misquoting you. But then you see them coming and then they stay a bit. Sometimes there's something that's a real outlier.
Some come in softly, go out with a whimper. Some come in with a bang. Some stay forever. The gray trend, wow, did that stay a long time and morph into, I liked it in the beginning because I thought, oh, some gray accents. Here we have a change from white and beige. But it went on too long, into too much, and it just, people went overboard with it. And now everyone is no gray. So, that's what happens. The pendulum swings. And again, depends on how hard it swings, on how long it's going to be out when it goes out. So, yeah, I think there's a lot to be said for that.
A lot of the things that coming on this year for 2026 are things that we really love. Soulful vibe, I'm all about the soulful. Personality, history, a mix of vintage, natural materials, all this stuff. We talk about it all the time. It's always on trend for us, but it's really being highlighted by the industry right now. The overarching trend, I think, is to tell your own story in your house. And isn't that what we talk about
all the time
and have been for 9+ years? So stick with us, everybody. We're going to keep you on trend and also keep your home reflective of you. What are you seeing out there, Anita?
Closed floor plans. This has been a thing for a year or two. I see it continuing. But as you said, when things come back, they come back a different way. So rather than seeing the closed floor plans of the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe even 80s and 90s, now it's more flexible spaces where there are doors that can be opened and closed, or spaces that could be used for more than one function. So that is how it is changing this time.
if you have open concept and you don't want it, you can start creating some internal divisions, if you will. There are a lot of ways to do that. And maybe that's a good episode topic, Anita, because I'm thinking off the top of my head, at least 5 or 6 ways just in those few seconds of ways people could do that without putting up walls. So let's table that for maybe a longer episode. But you can definitely adjust things and get a more enclosed, separated, divided feel to your home, even if you have open concept. Lighting. I found this term or phrase, human-centric lighting. That is so key all the time to a room that's lovely to be in, wonderful to enjoy, wonderful to work in. It has to be human-centric lighting. So think about what that might mean. Not just overheads, not lights that are far away from you, not lights that are emitting just the blue end of the range. You want some warm lighting. So that to me equates to lots of lamplight in 2026. So if you've got some dark corners and you need to add some lighting, go for it. So many beautiful choices. And you can also go cordless. So there's no reason why you can't be illuminating even the darkest corner of your home that doesn't have an outlet anywhere near it. You can still do it now in 2026. What's another trend you're seeing out there, Anita?
In-home wellness features, full infrared saunas, sound rooms for meditation, plunge spas. People are concerned about their health. They are doing more and more things to improve their health, and they're trying to do this in their homes. I support this. I think this is a great idea to be considering a new technology for your health and to figure out what you can do in your home. So I think it's a great idea.
I have a red light panel and I use it several times a week. After I work out, I sit in front of it. I should probably sit there longer, but I do from 5 to 10 minutes. It's so relaxing, and it scientifically is proven to really help with your skin tone and collagen, elasticity, all of that. And I've noticed a difference. I've been doing it for a couple of years.
Okay. Are you going to share the link? Because I'm getting ready to buy a red light panel. So I would love to see which one you bought. Did you get it on Amazon?
Oh, I did. And I've read tons and tons of reviews. It's a small one. It's sort of a stand-up one with kind of like a little, a perch in the back, like a little kick-out stand that it stands on. It's not a full-body one, but you can get full-body ones. What I have heard, and we're going to do an episode about this, so I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I have heard that the masks are not very good. They can't get the strength that you need.
That's a key point I read, was the strength of it. It has to be there. So if you're going to share yours, I will look into that one. I'm excited.
Dark finishes. Black, ebony, dark walnut, all back. So the lighter woods we saw for a while, sort of that lighter toned, Scandi look. We know that the orange toned golden oak has been out for a long time, but now we're seeing much darker finishes. And doesn't necessarily mean that it's only for your floor. It could be pieces of furniture. It could be your newel post. It could just be incorporating darker wood pieces of decor. Even you could think about framing art. You could do a darker frame. So any way that you can integrate that it's going to make you on trend for 2026. But more importantly, you're going to be adding a little bit of a black or very dark element to your home. And we all know, because we listen to Decorating Tips and Tricks, that every room needs some black. So you're kind of ticking both boxes in 2026 if you're doing that. Along that same line, brown is back. We talked about brown in 2025, and it was like, brown,
not in a leather sofa.
But caveat, not in a leather sofa. Certainly not with cup holders. Not. But brown, royal brown came back last year and it's still there. It's still kind of warming up some corners of 2026. try it. Brown is really a very nice color, but it kind of has a bad rap.
What about seamless tech integration? I'm seeing smart home technology that's going to continue to grow, evolve. Things like hidden speakers, smart features like lighting and comfort control are still very hot. Talk about discrete tech where it's there, but you don't see it. So it's kind of about including the tech, but keeping it hidden as much as possible. I'm hearing that, but I'm also hearing the opposite, where people are fed up with their smart home not functioning properly and just messing up. And there is actually a trend also the other direction to a dumb home because they're fed up with Alexa not working, or maybe their keypads, the battery went out, or Alexa's, I don't know, on vacation or something. I don't know, but people are having problems with those. Oh, have you heard about the robot vacuums being taken over? People have hacked into them and kind of have the robot vacuum saying mean things and just weird stuff.
No.
It's a thing.
Well, I have an Oofy and she doesn't talk, but we talk about her like, oh, is Oofy still upstairs? Is Oofy stuck under the bed? Yeah, my dogs don't like Oofy, but they've kind of gotten used to her. I really like the little robot vacs that go around.
Oofy, I don't know. I don't have this, but Oofy might be listening to you too and mapping out your house. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh my gosh, she knows where the
well, yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh. All right, well, I'll keep that in mind. She's keeps it pretty close to the vest. She hasn't said anything to me yet.
The holidays are here, and that means it's the most wonderful time of the year to save with Rakuten. Use Rakuten to stack cash back at your favorite stores on top of holiday sales. That's savings on savings. With Rakuten, you get cash back on gifts for everyone on your list. From toys for the kids, to kitchen gear for the person who loves to cook, to electronics for everyone. You can even save on something for yourself. Just shop the stores you love and cash back is automatically added to your account. And you can get paid with gift cards, PayPal, or check. Or eligible American Express card members can even choose to earn membership rewards points instead of cash back. It's truly a no-brainer. Join for free today and get a new member bonus after minimum qualifying purchases. Just go to Rakuten.com, download the app, or install the browser extension. That's RAKUTEN. Terms and conditions apply.
Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payments in person? We've got you covered. How about card readers you can rely on anywhere you sell?
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep, that too. Want one place to manage all your online and in-person sales? That's kind of our thing. Wherever you sell, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
Curvy furniture. We've been talking about curvy furniture, I think, since maybe 2023. What do you think, Anita? Those big curved sofas showed up?
Yeah, they've been out for a while. Sometimes see something like that where somebody's just trying so hard. You'll see it for about 3 years in a row. Oh, it's here, it's here, it's here. And you're like, where? I don't see it. Where is it? And then they're like, no, it really is here. And then the next year they say that, but you're like, no, really, I don't think so. So I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I hear it, but
Well, I do see sofas with big curves in a lot of the catalogs, or if you go to a showroom or whatnot, when I'm working with clients, they are out there. My hesitation is that there's really only certain rooms that can take that sort of large piece of furniture, because if you're creating a real curve, they're very big and they're taking up a lot of floor space. So I don't think that they work in most applications. They're certainly not going to work in an older home with lots of smaller rooms. So I don't think they're for everyone. But this year in 2026, we're not seeing as much individual large curved pieces like a sofa, but we're just seeing curves on edges of things, not so many 90-degree angles. And I just think that goes along with the whole trend of more comfort in the home, cozier, because your eye takes in curves in a completely different way than it observes and takes in sharp angles. And we do have a lot of sharp angles in our homes in general. there's a lot of squares and a lot of rectangles. So I know I've talked about adding round mirrors or round coffee tables, wherever you can add something that has a more organic round shape, along with all your naturally occurring right angles. I think it's going to do a lot for your decorating. But this year, you're also going to have an opportunity to add some more curves that have been purposely put on the edges of, say, a buffet or a console or even an end table rather than having the 90-degree. A lot of the manufacturers are curving things now.
Well, I have seen some curved cabinets online and side tables. So I am seeing some of that for sure. But the rounded sofas, I don't think that's going to take off. So another thing I'm seeing are the red hues. And, red was out for so long. If you had red, forget about it. You just had to pack it up for 20 years and wait till now. Although when you pull it out now, if it's one of that oxblood red, that's not really how it's back this time. It's really more the maroon and the Merlot tones. It's just like you said, when it comes back, it's a little different.
Yes, Anita. I have seen so many red tones. I've seen it in My House Beautiful. I've seen it in House and Garden. Lots of different magazines have been featuring red rooms, red detailing, lush red velvets. And as you said, it kind of runs a lot of different tones, but it's a little bit different than we've seen before. You may have remembered that I predicted that Benjamin Moore was going to come out with their color of the year for 2026 and that it was going to be in the red tones. Well, I was wrong. It is not a red tone at all. I just double checked as we were talking about the reds being on trend. So the color of the year for Benjamin Moore is called Silhouette. It's AF655. It is a distinctive color that weaves luxurious burnt umber with delicate notes of charcoal, lends style and grace to the color trends palette for 2026. Enchanting pales and handsome midtones will accompany Silhouette. So, Anita, it looks a little browner than Kendall Charcoal.
Okay, well, that does not surprise me because, as we've said, things are going warmer.
But doesn't it surprise you that I was totally wrong?
Oh, that. Oh, yes, indeed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it looks like Pantone still hasn't come out with their 2026, which seems a little late, but maybe they're going to have a red one. So maybe I will be redeemed with them.
Eventually, it will be red, Kelly. So you just hold on to that one.
Okay, so it's talking about colors. Green. Green is still really, I don't know if you can call green a hot color. Green is a very popular color and still on trend for 2026. But green is just such a great color to use. And certain greens, or many greens, I should say, can act as a neutral.
Oh, I think so. In fact, I have a very large piece of furniture I just painted green a few weeks ago. I'm going to text you a picture of it so you can see it. And it's really pretty.
Did you? Oh, where? Okay. What piece of
Well,
furniture?
it's a large buffet. I'll send it to you. You'll see it.
Where is it, though? Is it in the mountains? Is it in the...
Yes, it's in the mountains. Yeah, it's kind of an island.
Perfect.
It's an antique island, basically. Yeah. It looks so English. It just looks like it belongs in an English kitchen. So I really love it.
Oh, how beautiful. Green is such a great transition color. It looks great with earthy tones, the autumnal tones. It looks great with white and black. You know, my palette here is a lot of white and black and gold. And I also have a lot of green accents, but just small accents. Could even just be in plants, which of course are still on trend. Plants should never go out of style, but they are definitely on trend for 2026.
Who's going to tell the plants you're not in style this year? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not going to break it to that fiddly fig that she had her moment, but I just bought another one. They're great plants. You only have to water them once a month. Trust me.
Oh, well, that's what I need then. That's what I need.
Oh, yeah. One nice water once a month.
Wow.
I have it on my calendar. The first of every month. Yes. And we just got another one. And so we just do the 2 big gallon jugs of water once a month. Happy plant.
Okay. I've got to keep that in mind. warm neutrals. As we're talking about colors, it's what you said. Things are going away from the gray, away from the cold, and toward the warm direction. That's what I'm seeing everywhere. And instead of the stark white, it was gray a few years ago, then it went to the stark white. Now it's the warm neutrals and the earthy tones. Colors like sand, terracotta, ochre, taupe, and olive. These are the colors that, again, it's the pendulum swinging away from the cold gray. If you have cream cabinets or cream trim in your house and you never went with the cold white or the grays, guess what? The color's back in.
You're back in, baby.
That's right.
Okay. But there's a little cautionary tale with the warming up of your color. You need to listen to some of our undertone episodes or paint episodes where we talk about the undertones and how they have to play together. This is critical. Right? So if you were warm and you're always warm and your floor is warm and your walls are warm, you're good. If your cooler tones and your floor works with the cooler tones, you're good. But if you have one or the other and you're trying to introduce the other, that's where you get into trouble. So if you've got warm cabinetry, like Anita just mentioned, but you decided to paint your walls a cold gray, that gets you in trouble. If you've got really warm floors, the golden oak or something with an orangey tone, and then you try to use a gray on your walls, that's where it gets you into trouble. So you have to understand the undertones, and we have explained this in other episodes. You can search on decoratingtipsandtricks.com and pull up those episodes, paint episodes, and the word undertone, and you'll come up with episodes where we talk all about this.
Color capping. So this is kind of the next step from color drenching. You wash the space in one bold hue. So what you do if you want a color cap is you work with 3 gradients of the same hue. You put the lighter one on the walls, the medium one on the wood trim, and the darkest color on the ceiling, thus the color capping. So this is kind of the next step of color drenching.
And you and I have discussed this in the show, what rooms might lend itself to a color drench. But this capping is a whole nother thing, adding the varied shades of the color. Could you do it in the opposite? Could you make the ceiling lighter and the wall? So is it all color capping, or do you have to have the darkest on the ceiling?
Based on the definition I read, the darkest color goes on the ceiling. But clearly, this is design.
Okay.
You could do what you want and make up your own term for it.
That about what we do? Yeah, you could do what you want. Just have intention when you do it, and go for it. And if it looks great, it looks great. Then you have a new trend on your hand. I like that idea. But again, I think it would be a very specific room where you could carry that off.
That's true. It's not for every room or for every person.
Okay. Are you ready? Is everyone ready? Is everyone sitting down? Please don't be driving when I say this. I don't want to be the cause of any accident. There's a new Tuscan trend for 2026.
What?
Did we think it would come back?
No.
Ever. Well, it's not the Tuscan trend we have joked about, thought about, that we lived through, that we saw so much of. It's not the same. This is more than a little bit different. But they are calling it, and I think maybe just to get attention, right? Because that certainly made my eyes perk up when I saw new Tuscan trend for 2026. It's not the scrolly metalwork you can pick up in the aisle at TJ Maxx.
No.
It's not the big giant carved corbels with distress paint on it in your kitchen. It's not all oil rub bronze everything. It's not a scrolly metalwork coffee table like the one that I tried to pass off on my porch and you called me out on it.
You had it coming, baby.
Because we all had those somewhere and I felt bad throwing it out. But you were right. It needed to go. Okay. It's none of those things. So if you still have those things, don't stop listening and run to your garage or your storage area and pull out all that metal stuff. That's not what we're saying. It's new. And it's much more old world. It's much more European. And it's almost a little medievally. So the best place that you can see this in action at the higher end, and then of course it's going to trickle down, is looking at Tara Shaw's new collection. Tara Shaw wrote that wonderful book, The Soul of the Home. And Tara Shaw is an incredible antique dealer. She's got a great Instagram. If you don't know her, the woman has incredible style. But in developing her collection, she delved into the Tuscan, or what we would have perhaps called the Tuscan, but it's the new Tuscan. So have a look there. And like we always say, it's good to know what the high end, what the real deal would look like. And then if you see that out somewhere in your local decor shops, or you see it online, or you even see it in the aisle at TJ Maxx, you'll know whether or not that's something that could work with this new Tuscan look. But yes, please don't just pull out everything that you had.
So the Tuscan phase, remember I had the red velvet bedding that you've made fun of. I gave it to my mom because she likes that still. I just had it in the barn in a tub, so she took it. Well, apparently it was so heavy, she just couldn't manage making the bed with it. So I got all that.
Well, she's so tiny. She probably couldn't get out
Well,
from
her
under
age
it.
and her weight are the same. Let's just put it that way. It's 91 pounds, 91 years.
Oh,
So that's where we
my
are. So I told her
gosh.
she's turning 92. She has to gain a pound so I can keep up. So, but anyway, so she gave that back to me, and I'm giving, there's a bunch of pillows I'm going to give those that went with it. I'm giving those away. But I saw the duvet cover and I thought, it's just such pretty fabric. It's just not really in. It's not, I don't know. I had a hard time getting rid of it. So you know what? I took it apart, and that is now my Christmas tablecloth. I will wash it first, but that's going to be our Christmas tablecloth.
Oh my, Scarlett, you are amazing.
Well, I thought it would just be
Okay,
fun.
That is very impressive. Okay, tablecloth. I love it because I thought to myself, she made it into a tree skirt. But yeah, a tablecloth, perfect for you.
Oh, well, I have an extra section. That can be the tree skirt.
There you go. Oh my God, Anita, I love that. That's fabulous. It's so good to repurpose. Yeah, and it is. I'm sure it's really beautiful fabric, and you probably spent a whole lot on it, and your mother's trapped under it, so you might as well put it on
I
your
just
table.
had a hard time giving it. Like you said, it was very expensive, but I thought, well, I don't want it in my house. I need to give it away. And I thought, well, wait a second. Isn't this about, if I took off the sides, wouldn't this be about the same size as my table?
Don't worry. When you see what Tara Shaw has presented, it's not going to be
Okay.
that. So you're not going to be sorry. You're not gonna be sorry
no.
that you did that.
No, it was not going back on the bed. No.
So definitely tread lightly and take caution with this new Tuscan trend. Take a look at the collection and see what you think. It is quite beautiful. My thoughts on the trends for 2026 is the bottom line is it's time to trade safe for soulful. It's time to really personalize your home. We talk about it, but are you doing it? Right? Personality, history, mix of vintage, natural materials, even a little something new Tuscan in there, and maybe try something like this color capping, which I think is so interesting. What's your crush?
You know, I love tea. One of my favorite brands for herbal tea is Tiesta Tea. I found on Amazon a sampler box of all these different types. There's herbal, there's green, there's black, but it has all of these wonderful flavors in there, and they actually use the real thing. Like, now the tea that has blackberry in it, there's actual blackberries in there. You can see them when you pour the hot water over the tea leaves. So that's the other thing about it, is that these are loose leaf teas, which are hard to come by, but they're really much higher quality. So blueberry wild child, passionberry jolt, Maui mango, fireberry. I've tried many of these. They were very delicious, and I'll share the link.
Great names.
Yeah. What's your crush?
My crush is a new brand, sort of. It is a brand that is kind of morphing into more products. Loloi. I think I'm saying that right. You may have all seen their lovely rugs out there in the universe and on the internet. It's Loloi. Now they have added onto their offerings and have lots of home decor. The price points are really great. And they're calling this, I don't think it's a collaboration, but they're calling this new part of their venture June. So it's JOONLOLOI. Fun to try to say. I hope I got it right. I just had a client purchase one of their rugs. I went over to see it. I had to take my shoes off immediately and walk on it because it was just so yummy. It was calling to my feet. It's gorgeous. And she was very clear that she wanted 100% wool. And 100% wool can be much more expensive than these synthetic rugs, obviously. This rug was not that expensive for this quality. And I explored the website. They're doing a lot of collaborations with designers and influencers. So there's a lot of cool stuff over there. And it has a really mostly or almost exclusively the color tones that we're talking about now, really earthy and warm and cozy, and some of these reds and browns. So I think it's a great brand to be aware of overall, but certainly going into 2026.
I've bought some rugs that were Rifle Paper Company, and I think they collaborated with that brand. I think that's the brand name is also on the rugs. I bought several lately, and they are gorgeous. I have some of the outdoor rugs and a wool indoor rug, and I am so happy with all of them. They are so beautiful.
So we'll put the link in the show notes just to the general site, and you can poke around and see what we're talking about. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Very exciting things on the horizon for 2026, not only in design and decor, I'm sure in everyone's lives. So thanks for making the time. And remember that we are here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. Until next time. Fabulous, fun, wow, even better than I had hoped or expected. These are just a few of the words used to describe a DTT design consult. We've been doing consults for many years, and boy, are we good at it. And people are loving the results of the advice and suggestions that we make for them. It's so easy to schedule a consult with us. Just simply go to our website, decoratingtipsandtricks.com, and click consult. There you'll be led through the very simple process. And sooner than later, you, I, and Anita will be discussing your home in detail. So sign up for a consult today. Let us help you design and decorate the home that you want and deserve. Looking forward to talking to you soon.